History isn't always a straight line. Sometimes it's a maze of lost knowledge and forgotten brilliance. We picture progress as a steady climb, but what if ancient civilizations reached technological heights we can barely imagine, and then lost them? Occasionally, artifacts and stories surface that don't fit the timeline. Fire that water can't quench, machines that defy belief. These aren't just legends, they're clues to a more complex past. The standard narrative smooths over these mysteries, but out-of-place technologies suggest history is full of gaps and lost chapters. Why did such knowledge vanish? Was it too dangerous, too closely guarded, or simply forgotten as empires fell? Today we're left with fragments, puzzles missing their most important pieces. By investigating these anomalies, we challenge the idea that we're the pinnacle of human achievement. The truth, as we'll see, is stranger and more fascinating than fiction.
Of all lost ancient technologies, none is more legendary than Greek fire. Picture a Byzantine fleet outnumbered, unleashing a torrent of liquid fire that clings to ships and burns even on water. Enemy sailors leap overboard, only to find the flames follow them across the waves. Greek fire was the superweapon that saved Constantinople and terrified its enemies for centuries. First used in 672 AD, it turned naval battles into nightmares and shifted the balance of power across the medieval Mediterranean. Its formula was a closely guarded state secret, known only to a select few. Theories suggest petroleum, naphtha, sulfur, quicklime. But the real secret was the entire weapons system. Pressurized pumps, bronze siphons, expert handling. Greek fire was more than a weapon, a symbol of Byzantine ingenuity and a deterrent that kept empires at bay. Its legend endures because no one has ever truly replicated its terrifying power. The mystery of Greek fire remains one of history's most enduring enigmas.
The secret of Greek fire was guarded so fiercely that it vanished with its keepers. Passed down through a single family, the formula was never written, only memorized. As the Byzantine Empire declined, war chaos likely erased the last holders of the secret. By the time Constantinople fell in 1204, Greek fire had disappeared from history. Was it lost by accident, or deliberately destroyed to keep it from enemies? All that remains are second-hand accounts, failed attempts to recreate it. Greek fire's disappearance is a stark reminder. Even the most powerful technology can vanish overnight. Its silence in the historical record leaves us wondering what other secrets were buried with it.
Long before Greek fire, another ancient superweapon defended Syracuse, the claw of Archimedes. In 214 BC, as Roman ships attacked, Archimedes' invention, a massive crane with an iron grappling hook, snatched ships from the sea. Imagine a warship lifted, capsized, smashed against the rocks, its crew thrown into chaos. Ancient historians described the panic it caused, but many dismissed it as myth. How could a wooden machine lift a 100-ton ship? Yet, multiple sources insisted on its reality, crediting Archimedes' genius with turning the tide of battle. The claw's legend endured, challenging our assumptions about ancient engineering. Was it propaganda or proof of lost mechanical mastery? The answer lay hidden for centuries.
For centuries, the claw of Archimedes was dismissed as fantasy until modern engineers tried to build it. Using ancient techniques, teams at MIT, teams in documentaries reconstructed the claw. A giant crane, counterweights, pulleys. Their models proved it could lift, capsize a ship's prow, flooding and sinking it with clever use of physics. Archimedes didn't need brute force, just mechanical advantage. The successful reconstructions showed the legend was rooted in real engineering. Ancient inventors weren't primitive, they were masters of their craft. The claw stands as proof some ancient technologies were far ahead of their time. Myths, it turns out, can be blueprints for rediscovery. We're only beginning to grasp the true scope of ancient genius.
At Greek fire and the claw are just the beginning, reminders of a vast, lost archive of ancient knowledge. Think of the Antikythera mechanism, the mysterious, flexible glass of Rome. Technologies that vanished, sometimes deliberately suppressed. Wars, disasters, the destruction of libraries erased centuries of innovation. Sometimes inventions were seen as threats and buried on purpose. History isn't just lost, it's curated by those in power. Every strange artifact, wild legend could be a clue to forgotten brilliance. The search for lost technology is ongoing, and every discovery challenges what we think we know. Our ancestors' legacy is full of secrets, waiting for us to rediscover them.